Hello, welcome back. More phrasal verbs. Today we're talking about phrasal verbs using off. However, I'm not giving you a list. I'm giving you some phrasal verbs that you can use in your life, okay? Let's start with something you do, I do, everybody does, which is I'll do it tomorrow. I know I have to do it today, but I'll do it tomorrow. And then I'll say to you, are you putting it off again? To put something off is delay. Wait a bit longer because you don't want to do it now. So it could be all sorts of things. Things that you have to do for work, that very annoying report you have to make. Maybe making a call that you don't want to make. Maybe seeing someone you don't want to see. Yeah, start exercising. All of those things that we like to put off. I know I'm putting it off, but I'm so lazy. I know I'm putting it off. I know I am delaying this. You know some people, they stay engaged, which is before you get married, okay? So they stay engaged for a very long time. And it's like they keep on putting the wedding off. Like they don't want to actually get married. They keep putting it off. Oh, we'll do it next year. Oh, the pandemic, shit. We'll do it in a couple of years. And they never actually get around to it, which I find a bit odd. And then imagine this, they finally book a date. Finally, they have a date for the wedding. And then 2 weeks later, you get a call from your friend saying the wedding has been called off. Cancelled, my friend. They've decided to not get married after all. They are in fact breaking up. What? So weird. I have seen this story happen before. It's weird, I know. But there we go. So the wedding has been called off. I'm so sorry, I have to call off the meeting. Call off. Cancel. No longer. It's been cancelled, okay? I think the reason people decide to call off weddings after all and stay together but call the wedding off is that they realise it's going to take them so long to pay it off. To pay something off is to pay everything. So normally it's about debts, you know. So when you actually have a wedding, I've done it, I know, so expensive. So everything wedding related, super overpriced. Everything. So it takes you a while to pay it off, to pay everything that you have to pay, you know. So normally you pay off debts, you pay off loans, you get a loan from the bank in order to go to university or to buy a house or to build a house, and then you have to pay it off. So pay it completely, okay? No longer have that debt. Something that happened to me last week that really freaked me out. I was so freaked out about it. I was like, totally freaked out. I was really tired last week. I'm working on this new project and I was exhausted. So I was supposed to wake up at 7 and I did not hear my alarm going off. I didn't hear it at all. I didn't hear it at all. So to go off is to very much so about noise. So when the noise kind of starts, you know, so we use it a lot when we're talking about alarm because alarms usually have a noise. So the noise starts kind of ringing, you know. So I didn't hear my alarm going off. So I missed my alarm. It went off, I know for a fact, it went off because my phone was on the bed, which is what happens when I reach for the phone when the alarm goes off in the morning, right? So I reach for the phone, bring it to the bed, switch it off. So the phone was on the bed, but I have no recollection of it actually going off. But it did. Bad times. I woke up in such a haste. It was so stressful. But yeah, the alarm went off. So went off is start ringing. That was my way of demonstrating going off. Well, I got this amazing new car. It's wonderful. It's like such an expensive car. And I also have this brand new Chanel bag, and it's like so amazing. And I'm traveling to the Maldives next year. So all of these great things are happening in my life. What about you? What are you up to? This is showing off. Is when people decide they want to brag about themselves, about what they have, about who they are, about their jobs, about their families, about how beautiful they are. They're bragging, they're showing off. Look at me, show off. And you can say, you can describe somebody as a show off as well. You could say, he's such a show off. Because he is showing off all the time, okay? Show off is to brag. Me, look at all the things I am, all the things I have. So over that. I don't know about you, but I'm so over that. If the lights are off, you switch them on. After you switch them on, you switch them off. So switch off is exactly the same as turn off when you're talking about equipment, when you're talking about lights. So after I finish recording, I'm going to switch off my camera. And I have some freedom here, guys. I can say switch off my camera or switch my camera off. They are both correct. So it's up to you, whichever you prefer to use. Something that I notice happens a lot in relationships is if one of the parties, so one of the persons has a child from a previous relationship, they tend to kind of worry about telling this person they have a kid because they're really worried this might scare them off, scare the person off. This means they're too scared and they're going to remove themselves from the situation, okay? So, I'm sorry I didn't bring up my kid earlier. I was just too worried to scare you off, to make you scared and to make you say, I don't want to see you anymore. So you're scared off when you were scared and you remove yourself from the situation. So I am sure I scared him off. I'm really sure I scared him off, which is something that happens as well in the work environment. And it happens a lot with women, unfortunately. So they go to this job interview and they are, say, my age, 33, and they don't have kids yet. They will be worried to tell the employer they just got married because they will think this is going to scare them off. They will not hire her because they will presume she will want to have a child in the near future. So scare somebody off. You'll make them feel like, no, not for me. Just not for me. So we're talking, okay? We're having a chat. Sometimes I do this. I don't mean to, but sometimes I do this. We're having a chat, and then I start talking over you, and I say, I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off. This means to interrupt you when you're speaking. And this happens when we're too excited talking. Well, to me, it happens when I'm really excited talking about something, especially when it's about English. I do this a lot when it's like English related topics. I have to stop myself. I don't mean to be rude at all, but I cut people off simply because, I don't know, like I have something to say and I can't stop myself and it's so rude. But yes, a lot of people cut each other off for no reason. They just talk over each other. It's like they're having a conversation, but no one's actually listening because they just keep cutting each other off. So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, did I cut you off? It's a great one to know because it happens a lot in real life. I hope you've enjoyed today's today's video. So many new things. Practice, practice, practice with phrasal verbs and everything else English related. Practice makes almost perfect. Almost. Not quite, but no. Thank you for having you here. See you next time. Thanks for coming.